In this video, we will see how we can make a list of several possible subtopics for silos. There's more than one way to do this, but here we will be using Google AdWords Keyword Planner and Amazon.com to list possible topics for silos. Let's do a search for mattress on Google AdWords Keyword Planner. Let's see the list of ad groups. Not every one of these may be good as a silo topic, but most are. Google suggests a list of 46 ad groups. Let's download the list now. We will now go to Amazon and make a list of silo topics from the data Amazon gives us. Let's run a search for mattress and choose the home and kitchen section. Take a look at the left navigation bar. There are so many topics for silos here. We can have several silos based on bed frame size, twin, twin XL, full, full XL and so on, or we can combine twin and twin XL into one silo, full and full XL into another silo, and so on. We can have several silos based on bed frame size. We can have several silos based on mattress type, gel foam, hybrid, inner spring, and so on. We can have silos based on the box spring thickness. We can have silos based on mattress firmness, the furniture material, bedding size, bedding features. As you can see, there are a plethora of possible silo topics. This can be done in a lot of ways and not just in one way. Let's make a list of these. I have already made the list and here it is. This is the list we obtained from Google AdWords Keyword Planner. Not every one of the suggestions Google AdWords Keyword Planner had for ad groups would be good as a silo topic. Some are not specific enough and some are local search terms. And this is the list we copied from Amazon's left navigation bar. So how do you choose the silos? It depends on the keywords we find. We will use SEMrush and Keyword Revealer to find keywords related to each of these subtopics. For instance, we will take one of these, maybe twin mattress to start with, and find as many easy to rank buyer keywords as we can. Once we have at least 30 to 35 easy buyer keywords about twin mattresses, we will then move on to full mattresses and repeat the process. Once we have 3 full silos, our blueprint is ready to be prepared. We can choose any of these, either from Amazon or from the suggestions Google AdWords Keyword Planner gave us. But that's not all. You could also list what problems people are trying to solve when they are buying a mattress. We have already seen that many people are trying to get rid of backaches, neck pain, shoulder pain, and hip pain, and are in the market looking for mattresses that are recommended for their particular condition. And some parents of toddlers are looking for cleaning products. These are possible candidates for silos as well. We can have a silo for pain, another for cleaning, and one more for allergies. There are so many choices we have here. We will be able to finalize the silos only after we are done with keyword research. We need to find at least 30 to 35 easy keywords for any 3 to 5 of these silos. Once we have that many, we can freeze the design, prepare the blueprint, and get on with the next steps in the process. In the next few videos, we will see how we can dig down into each of these subtopics and find easy to rank buyer keywords. In any silo, we would want to have at least 30 to 35 keywords. Of these, 15 to 20 should be keywords that either start with best or end in reviews. You do not want to have every single keyword start with best or end in reviews. Around 5 should be product names. In every silo, we will include a few keywords that are names of very popular products that have scores of 4 and 5 star reviews. A few should be phrases that contain words like for, with, versus, and under. Phrases that contain these keywords are usually long-tail buyer keywords that convert well. Around 5 keywords should be purely informational keywords. These may not be buyer keywords, but including such content should help your site's users. You will not be monetizing pages built around these informational keywords. They will exist purely to help your site's users. Why should you have such keywords that may not make you any money? Monetizing every page on your site is not always a good idea. You want your site to be seen both by users and by search engines as a very helpful resource in your niche. And if you build every single page on your site around buyer keywords, chances are your site will not be seen that way. Of course, these numbers are not set in stone. You would want to treat these like thumb rules that help you make good decisions. That said, here's how we dig down into any silo subtopic and find very closely related keywords that are all very relevant to the subtopic. For instance, if we want to find keywords related to twin mattress, we head over to Keyword Revealer and find as many easy buyer keywords as we can that either start with best or end in reviews. We would search for best twin mattress or best twin XL mattress, estimate the keyword difficulty of several keywords, and save keywords that are easy. You would want to note that we cannot always rely on keyword difficulty score to estimate how easy it will be to rank a keyword. So, we would need to see how well the top 10 results are optimized for a keyword before we conclude whether a keyword is easy to rank or not. Even in the best of cases, such a search may yield only about 5 to 10 keywords. Next, we use SEMrush and Keyword Revealer together to find even more keywords that start with best or end in reviews. This step may yield a few more keywords. And then, we will find phrases that contain the words for, with, versus, and under using SEMrush. We will also see how to use a Google Suggest scraper, tinysuggest.com, to find even more easy buyer keywords if needed. At this point, we move on to finding keywords that are product names. Each product we promote should be selling for well over $50 and should have scores of 4 and 5 star reviews. Then, we will see how to find purely informational keywords using SEMrush and Yahoo Answers. The purpose of these keywords is only to help your site's users. These will not be buyer keywords. One final note about search volume. This niche, mattresses, has a lot of products that sell for more than $500. In such a niche, you can make good money by targeting very low volume keywords. You do not want to ignore easy buyer keywords that may get only 40 or so searches a month. If you rank such a page at the number 1 position, the page may earn $50 or $100 or even more per month. Also, we will be seeing later on how to optimize your pages to target a lot of long-tail keywords simultaneously. Applying those techniques will attract a lot of long-tail buyer traffic to your pages. So, for this niche research example, We will not be ignoring these low volume searches. We will see how to get a lot of buyer traffic to such pages targeting low volume phrases by using LSI and other strategies later on.